What's going on, guys? It's JSGC here, and we're here for the Brighton preview, the penultimate preview of the 2017-18 season for Man City, and our last home preview of the season too. It's been emotional, it's been long, but it's not been difficult. It's been entertaining. It's been fantastic, in my opinion. Now, Man City, their champions, have already lifted the trophy. Nothing to play for on our behalf other than records. For Brighton, they're now mathematically safe, and they literally have nothing to play for either. This match is all about Yaya Toure. Pep says that this match is dedicated to Yaya Toure. Imagine if Yaya Toure doesn't start. It'd be crazy. He could come off the bench, I suppose, and have a big round of applause, but I imagine there'd be a guard of honour for Man City first and foremost, and there'll be a guard of honour for Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure deserves a guard of honour. He's been absolutely fantastic. We had something similar with Pablo Zabaleta last season. Yaya Toure deserves it this season. It's a bit of a shame that doing it in a midweek nothing game. Yaya, I feel like maybe deserves a little bit more than that one, but hopefully all the City fans will be able to get down to the Etihad and give Yaya an amazing send-off, and hopefully Yaya Toure can get a goal in this game. That'd be fantastic, and Man City picking up a win. If Man City can score 2 goals in this game, we end up breaking the most goals scored in a Premier League season since the Premier League formed. And also, if we win this game, we will then overtake Chelsea's 2004-05 points tally and become the largest points tally ever accumulated in a Premier League season. We're also still on for 100 points. We need to win our last 2 games. So this last home game we need to win, and the away match against Southampton, we'll win that. We'll have triple figure points. Amazing. And another little bit, Man City's goal difference is right near Manchester United's points. I know some people are hoping that Man City can overtake Manchester United's points tally with our goal difference. It's absolutely crazy. I think we're plus 76. Amazing. But for Brighton, they've got nothing to play for. I think that Chris Hughton has done an absolutely wonderful job at Brighton. He's been absolutely fantastic this season. Last season he did so well to get Brighton promoted. This season they've built on it and they've managed to stay up. They've got second season syndrome coming in next season. If they can add some quality additions to the already quality that they've got at Brighton, they could be in the Premier League to stay for a little while. Who would have thought that of Brighton? They've got a nice stadium. They're playing some nice football. Pascal Gross is doing very well for Brighton. He's one of my danger mans to look out for in this game. Scored at the weekend. He can cause a lot of problems for Man City. They've also obviously got Glenn Murray that can cause a lot of problems with his physical presence up front as well. Makes them always a danger off set pieces, crosses. If they can break through on the counter-attack and get balled into the box as well, makes it very dangerous. So this will be a very tricky game. We need to be at our best. Man City, we're going to rotate our squad. Expect quite a few changes for this one. We've got a few fringe players that are competing for World Cup places now. This is ideal for them to start playing. We've also got a couple of youngsters that will be looking to try and get their game time and their minutes up as well. Expect to see some of them feature as well. I see no point in making some of our first team players feature in this game, nor the last game. I'd maybe play 2 or 3 of them, 2 or 3 more in the last game, and that's it. But players like David Silva, I see no point in him playing any further part in this season. I know he's headed over to Valencia, and if I was Man City, I'd say you can remain in Valencia with your family now, because you know what, David Silva's job is done. I'll get to that when I do my team prediction in a moment. But for my score prediction, I'm going to go for 3-0 City. I went for a comfortable win at the weekend. Huddersfield held us out. They had something to play for. Brighton don't really have anything to play for other than they want to cause an upset. They beat Manchester United on a Friday night. They were fantastic. So whether Man City can maybe hold Brighton off or not is another matter. But I feel like we can do here. We need to score goals. We need to get back into our rhythm. We don't want an anticlimactic end to the season. We don't want to like drop points in this game and then like lose on Sunday or something, and Southampton end up staying up or something along them lines, and we end up not breaking that many records, and it all becomes a, like I said in the last video, it ends up becoming a very good season rather than a record-breaking, phenomenal, never-to-be-caught season. And I feel like if we can get to 100 points, I'm not too sure, certainly in the foreseeable future, that I'll ever get beaten. But, you know, something to play for, it's something to look forward to, and something to talk about, in my opinion. But there we go. I'd say that's the preview. So we'll talk about Yaya Toure now. The game's all about him. I've been reminiscing about when we signed Yaya Toure on that glorious day when we signed David Silva on the same day, collar off. Also, I think it was Jerome Boateng. We pitched with Mancini in the stadium. Unfortunately, it's just going to be David left of that nice little pack. And Jerome Boateng weren't so great for us, but he's been fabulous for Bayern Munich, though, hasn't he? But you know. Long-serving players there, and we're getting rid of our Yaya Toure. He's not going to be breaking down any more doors. Some Premier League clubs are after him, though. Where he'll end up next season, we'll have to wait and see. Transfer updates. When it gets to June and we're clear of all the football, once I put out my first transfer update, we will then be doing daily Man City transfer updates. So if you are interested, subscribe, notifications on. That'll be coming not too far away. We'll have Yaya Toure updates in there, I suppose. But thinking about my favourite Yaya Toure moments, I wrote them down. We'll go in chronological order of some of my favourite moments, but the semi-final against Manchester United in the FA Cup 2011 is the most wonderful moment ever. That was when Man City went from being this small, noisy neighbours, no one took us serious, to everyone took note. We were in Manchester United's face, we played them at their own game, and we beat them. Absolutely fantastic. Yaya Toure scored the goal in that 1-0 win that won us the game. Big game moment, big game player turns up. In the final against Stoke City, just a month later, we dogged out a 1-0 win again. Not match of very few chances. One moment, big game player. Who steps up to win us the cup as well? Who else but Yaya Toure, the man? Absolutely fantastic. You know what I mean? Just thinking about all this nostalgic stuff. It makes me so happy. He's never missed a penalty for Manchester City. He's like Balotelli, never missed a penalty for us. He's always looked so confident. He's always strived well. Unfortunately, his legs are kind of going, and age is catching up with him, that he's not able to compete in Man City's midfield anymore. But he still can take a penalty. And if we had a penalty shootout, I would 100% have Yaya Toure taking a penalty. You need someone to score a penalty. Yaya Toure is your man. Who else can forget the 2013-14 season when we won the Premier League? I am honoured that I can say for the rest of my life that I managed to watch one of the greatest Premier League players in the midfield completely dictate and dominate a whole bunch of sides in that season. He was just brushing midfielders, defenders to shreds, scoring loads of wonderful, fantastic goals. He got 20+ goals. I mean, apart from Frank Lampard and Steven Gerrard off the top of my head in central midfield, I can't think of players that can even accumulate 20+ goals. Yaya Toure has done that for us. Absolutely fantastic. He was a beast. He was influential in us winning the Premier League in that season. We won the League Cup in that season too. And we were 1-0 down against Sunderland. Who else to score this big game goal for a big game player but score a 35, 40 yards even? Absolute scream. If you've never seen the goal, go and check out his goal against Sunderland in the League Cup final. It's an absolute perler. We won 3-1 thanks to goals from Sami and Nasri and Navas later on in the game too, but that equaliser, get things going. Yaya Toure, he's just a man of the moment. Absolutely fantastic. That's his legacy at Man City. It makes me smile. I've got all them happy memories when we're applauding Yaya Toure away from Manchester City. It pains me to say that, it really does. I hope the club managed to give him some kind of honour. Zabaleta's got told he's got any role at the club that he wants. He's always welcome back. He's got a season ticket. Yaya Toure fully deserves a similar treatment. And once Yaya Toure retires, I'd be tempted to approach him for a job as an ambassador to the Ivory Coast and in Africa, because it's a big market in Africa, and Yaya Toure could be our key into Africa and expanding our brand. You never know. So I'd keep friendly with Yaya Toure. Obviously, things were overshadowed with Cake Gate and his agent. That all came from his agent. Yaya Toure's form disintegrated from there. His relations with Pep at the beginning weren't too great. He managed to work his way back, scored a goal against Crystal Palace, and now he's featuring in Man City heavily in training. Everyone called him Uncle Yaya, and it just puts you a smile on your face. It's fantastic. We all just love Yaya Toure. Absolutely amazing player. Fantastic. Yeah, you're in my starting 11, Yaya Toure. Hopefully you'll get a goal and we'll get a win, and there'll be a huge send-off for an absolute City legend. I'm going to pop up my team prediction now. I've gone for Ederson in goal, Danilo at right back, because I feel like Walker needs the next 2 games to rest, in my opinion. I've gone for Mendy at left back. He needs to start games. He needs to prove his fitness for the World Cup. If he looks like he can't, then I'd take him off before it even gets to a stage where he might... his injury might reoccur. Just give him a chance, see where we end up with that. Same with John Stones too. He's not played a lot of games. I'd put him in with Laporte. They're competing for World Cup places. Otamendi's already got his Argentina place. Kompany's already going to have his place at the World Cup with Belgium. I'd let them compete for England and French squads, get some fitness going. And for Fernandinho, just literally because we've got no cover for Fernandinho, so why we need to sign some competition for Fernandinho. Gundogan and Yaya, because Yaya has to start in this game. And like I said, David Silva is away in Valencia, and I'd give De Bruyne Bruyne a rest too. I see no reason why he should be playing in this game. Maybe in the next game, who knows? We'll see what records need to be broken. And then I've gone for Raheem Sterling on the right. Leroy Sané to have a left for a rest, so I've gone for Phil Foden. Phil Foden needs some minutes. It'd be great for him to go and start in this game. What great way would it be to have Yaya Toure, the old guy, the legend, slotting in midfield and having someone next to him, the 17-year-old lad from Manchester. That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? And Jesus up front. So yeah, that's my team prediction. Let me know what your team prediction is in the comments below. Let me know your score prediction too. Any Brighton fans that are watching, want to leave any predictions, let me know anything about your squad or how you think the game's going to go. Again, leave that in the comments. I'll interact there. Don't forget to leave a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, notifications on. We've got daily football videos and a lot of Man City content coming up. So if you're a Man City fan, subscribe, notifications on. We're aiming for 500 subscribers. We're not too far away. Thank you for subscribing if you have. And last but not least, don't forget to check out my social media in the description below, and you can also check out my brother's partner channel, Mixy Do Mixology Drinks, and my second channel. I'll leave the links to them at the end of the video. Go and like and subscribe over there if you wish, and I'll see you all again for another daily contented football videos. It's this, I think it's This Week in Football tomorrow, and on Thursday morning we will have the Brighton preview up, and hopefully, fingers crossed, Blues will come away with 3 points, and Yaya Toure will have had a tremendous game, and he'll come away with a hat-trick. Stranger things have happened. Big game player, big game moments. They go together, hand in hand. Anyway, I'll see you all later. It's been JSGC. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy the nice weather because we've only got it for one more day. Peace. Ciao for now.